Hey guys, welcome to Operation Vengeful Sleep. Let me fix something. Alright. Good to go. We have a team of 3 specialists and 3 rookies, if I remember right. Maybe a Lance Corporal thrown in. Who did we bring? Let's find out.
Come in, HQ. Big Sky has reached the outer marker. Approaching the crash site now. Strike team is awaiting your orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Strike 1 is free to engage hostile targets at the crash site.
So the forest map for crashed UFOs is really quite interesting. We have the UFO residing in one corner, that's here. Then we're in like a ridgy area, is how I would describe this area. There's not actually that much tree cover, but there's all this ridge structure which provides concealment and heavy cover and the like. Over here we have a roadway. If we cross over the roadway, we get into an area which I would describe as tree cover. It's more heavily covered with trees with fewer ridges. And then out here, the final quarter of the map is an area I would describe as open. There's nothing breaking up line of sight, and all you have is light cover with very, very sporadic heavy cover pieces. That's where the UFO like came in and crashed and slid, and it knocked out all the trees and stuff. So it's a really cool map. I believe it's the first outdoor map of the campaign. Like, outdoor was the wrong word, sorry. And here immediately we get to see this road being very relevant. These sectoids have scattered to the far side of it, and they're going to have absolutely no way to get to me without walking through an area where they just have no cover. So they all had to scatter backward as well, because they have to like scramble for some sort of cover piece. And I'm just going to set up an overwatch and slowly try to advance toward them. It was 4 sectoids, if I remember correctly. That's a decent number to fight at long range, but hopefully what we're going to get instead is we're just going to see them dashing into terrible, terrible positions. Obviously they're also dashing through Overwatch here. Okay, so that guy made it to one of the good cover pieces he could dash to on this side of the road. And I think the best thing to do is probably just to fall back from him. Same old stuff, reject the contact.
On my way. Aye, aye.
Set up an overwatch. We did some good damage to him as he crossed the road, and now we'll try to finish him off between turns. The alternative's just not that appealing, really. Once we get past this line, we're the ones who have no cover, so we want to pull the sectoids over toward us and try to get shots on them as they're dashing between cover pieces, just like this. Nice damage from Private First Class Roy. Amelie Roy. And unfortunately he managed to get into that cover, only taking 1 overwatch shot. I guess there were trees in the way and stuff. Way to go, you. Yeah, and this ridge means that he's basically invisible.
Will do.
Okay.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I'm gonna keep doing basically the same thing.
Aye, aye,
And we got him. Amelie Roy. 2 hits on Overwatch there. Okay, so that's 1 sectoid dead. That tilts the numbers a little bit more in our favor. We could use some reloads probably.
Heading there now.
Ooh, we've got another right there.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Come get some.
I feel Commander.
This is not a way of playing the map which is likely to win us any meld, obviously.
J'aime pas ça du tout. Tu as sec.
Here he comes. Got some good damage on him there.
Adjusting sight.
Even hit with the ballistic pistol. I think that's a dash too. And now we have all of them accounted for as well.
Je suis parti.
I'm gonna just wander over here and finish this. What? Holy crap, are you serious? For whatever reason, 1, I didn't think he'd possibly be able to see me. 2, I thought there was no chance that he would be on Overwatch there. Okay. Amelie Roy taking care of business right now.
Me muevo a la posición. I'm on it, Commander. Chivadora.
I'm on it.
Ojo visor, come get some.
Roger that. Scanning.
I think it's funny that earlier, I think today, but probably many hours of videos ago, I claimed that I did not play with Overwatch very much, given how this has been going lately. Where'd he go? I think we may have spooked them. Ah, he's right there. Okay, I'm out of bullets here. Again, though, we're in a situation where for him to do anything to us requires him running through areas where he has no cover.
J'y vais.
Got it covered.
Roger that. Scanning.
Meanwhile, our soldiers have relatively good cover available.
¿Qué ha sido eso? Good to go.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
I'm gonna sort of slowly try to get bullets back in guns before I advance toward and finish off these last 2 sectoids. Some good damage. Is he gonna come up? Unfortunately, that meld is basically gone. Sorry, meld. Sorry, economy. Sorry, scientists. Just not gonna happen right now. Okay, so we have 1 sectoid on Overwatch right there. Rather not.
Moving. On Overwatch. Je suis en route.
I don't think I'll be able to see you to the right
Observation.
from this position because there's a soldier in the way. Mr. Galagos. That's 2 in a row for him. He just killed that alien 100 to 0. Okay, this guy could be on Overwatch, I think. Let's try to sneak around toward its flank.
D'accord. Moving out.
Getting it done. Aye,
On
aye.
Overwatch. Roger that. Scanning.
This looks okay to me.
What was that sound?
I think we finally spooked it, and what it's doing is it's running toward the nearest other pod of aliens.
Aye, aye.
I'm going to advance toward it a little bit gingerly. In particular here, as I really don't have any cover to move to from the position I'm in.
Affirmative.
Okay, in that case, let's cancel that plan.
Allez, j'y vais. Oh yeah. Roger. I've got my eyes on it.
Listo para atacar. Okay, I've got another pod over in the direction of the UFO.
Heading to that location.
I think I'll just go fight it. Gonna start to move my soldiers toward cover in this direction now.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Affirmative. Moving out.
A la orden, comandante.
Heading to Overwatch.
Assaults are so binary.
C'était quoi ce bruit?
Like, either you can run forward with them, in which case they're absolutely amazing, or you're in this long-range stuff and just don't do anything at all. I'm gonna try turning the motion tracker on next turn.
Heading to that
This little ridge gives some really nice concealment.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. En marcha.
Got it covered. Roger. My eyes on. Je surveille la zone.
Who have we got? Who can actually see him? Amelie Roy. Okay, she missed that one, but she has been getting some shots off this mission. I may be able to finish that guy off.
That's affirmative.
Well, let's find out. Yeah, looks like I can.
Down.
Rookie's doing some work right now.
On it.
Allez, j'y vais. Good to go.
Affirmative. Covering now. Afirmativo. Cubriendo.
I'm gonna turn the tracker on. Like, it... I don't know, it doesn't matter much anymore. I want to see if I can find this next pod. There you go. 4 aliens, likely sectoids.
Solid copy.
I'm not sure I can shoot a rocket left from here. Turns out I can. Nice. That's an excellent situation
J'y vais.
to put our rocketeer in.
Corriendo.
Now, I'm not sure if the sectoid pod is moving or stationary.
Et en avant le massacre.
It'd be a little bit awkward if they patrolled into me right now.
Hey, sentito qualcosa?
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's awkward. 2, 3, 4. Again, they really did not scatter to very good places. I'm gonna try to move forward even to take advantage of that scatter. Okay, I'm really not doing a very good job of exploiting it. Let's take this shot. Maybe 40% of the time that's a kill. Nice. I'm gonna use the tracker again. Make sure that I'm not pulling anything more. Okay, that's probably the outsider that we see behind these guys.
Voy hacia allá.
Headed there now.
I'm gonna use smoke here.
Nuage de fumée.
Overwatch with the people out of vision, and I'm just gonna hunker here. Long range pistol or shotgun shot, not really super exciting to me. Hopefully we have vision of this guy as he moves forward to tree cover, which is what I'm expecting him to do. Psi attacks on this soldier are not too terrifying to me. Overwatch. How many am I gonna get? One miss. Just one miss. Okay, that was crappy. We have a mind-frayed soldier, but not panicked. That's really not a very high percentage shot. Unfortunately, I can't advance toward these guys because there's an outsider behind them, pretty sure. And yeah, these are the heavy cover positions I was talking about earlier. I think I'll do a little switcheroo here. A little switcheroo. Actually, maybe here's the place for the gunner to be. So I'm gonna get Fat Jonah. You know, I bet there's a different way to pronounce that name. But I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm getting her to the left. I'm sort of shuffling everybody else around. My Rocketeer I'm gonna throw right here and steady a rocket with. And my plan is to next turn clear the path just in case there is scatter. And blow that tree cover up. Meanwhile, I'm suppressing this guy to try to minimize his threat. What have we got? That's the guy who was mind merging them, I think? I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Okay. More psi attacks, that's fine. Yeah, I did not pick her for her amazing will value, that's for sure. Okay. Turn the tracker on. 1, 2, 3. Outsider's just behind that guy. Gonna move over to this cover. That clears the way for a rocket. Shouldn't be able to scatter poorly enough to hurt any of my soldiers, and if it hits, it's a nice kill for us. Damn, that was not particularly close, but just barely close enough. What is this guy doing? Isn't he flanked? I'm really confused by that. What cover is he behind exactly? Oh, I guess he's in diagonal cover, so what's going on? Get out of here. Okay. I think that if I just fall back from here, although I'm not sure where, maybe to here. At this point, the sectoids can't actually see me, which could result in them doing some pretty weird stuff. Like that move, for example, seems a little bit weird. I don't know where the guy in the UFO went. I can't move forward to flank him, really. I can probably make a 2-turn play here. Although I don't have suppression available. So a 2-turn rocket play, perhaps? it seems wasteful to use the rockets like this on one sectoid each, but on the other hand, what else did I bring them for exactly? Or these two are the only guys who can actually see him, so I could just refuse the contact again, which is what I'm gonna do. There could be another pod out there somewhere. Have to keep that in mind. I think that this guy should be repositioning all the way over to our right. Who did you just see? What? Oh, he just saw that guy for a second. Alright, Sectoid's turned around. He's decided this is not such a great idea. He's gonna take some damage on the way out. And this guy has killed himself. Hopefully. Hopefully I can take advantage of that move. Somehow. Here? That's an assault carbine though. Maybe I can't.
Yes, Commander.
Maybe 40, no. 30% of the time. That's a nice shot. It's a nice one to hit. Whew. I feel like this game used to be easier. Okay, what do I do here? Keep moving people around to the right. There's another sectoid over there. Hopefully we can catch him on Overwatch or something. It's just him, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna lead the advance with my assault. Now, I think that the outsider's right about here, so this wall of the UFO seems like it would be safe to move up to.
Copy that.
A la orden, comandante.
Aye, aye, Commander. J'avance. Back online. Roger that. Scan.
Okay, he's over to the right.
They're falling back.
He's shooting at me. He hit me.
Now, damn it, now!
Okay, that's a wound, unfortunately. I'm gonna try for a 2-turn play here, using run and gun next turn. I have a smoke grenade for these guys.
Smoke out.
They should be alright. Hopefully. Actually, maybe not. It's Overwatch.
That's affirmative.
And I'll hunker here as well. Give them lots of options for people to psi attack and the like. Am I? Oh, I'm not actually out of motion trackers, am I? I am.
J'abouge.
That's awkward.
Charge.
Am I really?
Et pareil.
Yikes. Well, I think that I'm okay. Moving to where I'm gonna move. Yeah, I think I really am.
tout de suite.
I might as well take some like 20% shots. See if I can kill this guy without having to run the Overwatch at all. But if none of these hit, it's fine. Basically what I'm doing by doing this is making myself extra screwed. If I make this move, for example, 30%. I think that the smoke was applying properly there. And then find out that one of these moves pulls another pod. But I don't think it will. I don't think the outsider can see us around this wall. There's just a very small chance that these last two tiles end up being 2 tiles too far. Whew! Okay, we're alright. There was some risk involved in that move, though.
Back online.
Let's do some listening. And some reloading.
Rock and roll.
Clear map right now, that's pretty nice.
Got my eyes on.
I feel like it's been a long time since I had a clear map halfway through a mission. I guess the last UFO had one. I've got a flashbang, I've got a rocket. A flashbang is plenty though. I think I'm gonna move to this outsider now.
Eyes on the prize. J'y vais.
If I flashbang him and suppress him, that makes him irrelevant for a full turn, which will be enough time to move my assault into position with his shotgun. I don't hear any other contacts on the map. Oh, did you really have to move all the way around there? Holy shit. I don't hear any other contacts on the map, doesn't mean that there aren't any, but the outsider is just a free kill right now. Unless I pull like 3 aliens at the same time as I pull the outsider. That would be nasty. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Okay, je surveille la zone.
Got it covered.
Roger, got my eyes on.
Sentite.
I can scan for his exact tile here, probably. Right there.
Avanzo.
I wish they'd just walk in a straight line, but the ridge causes them to do all sorts of zigzags and gives me heart palpitations about which squares of fog of war they're opening up.
Okay.
At least they're moving the direction that it says they will. Sometimes the game just straight up tells you that they'll move a certain way and then they don't. I don't think I've had that pull a pod and kill my soldiers yet, but
Bien, commandant.
theoretically someday it could. Okay, the gunner is the important part here.
Heading there now.
And I'm gonna take a pause to apply the medkit to my Rocketeer, I believe. He's more valuable than a rookie, and the medkit's gonna heal him for a full 3 hit points. I could put it on the gunner herself to get her back up to 7. It's okay though.
This? Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Todo cubierto. Got it covered.
Overwatch. Bien sûr, je surveille le point.
Silenzio. Sentite qualcosa?
Silencio. Okay, she can move to here or here. Good. I don't really want him to pull to that tile, so I'm going to try to pull him with that tile flanked. Oh, didn't work. Hey, the place that he went is completely fine by me, though. Can I just kill him now? No, not quite. No power source again. That's fine though. So I just need to not pull a pod with this move. We did not. And I need to make sure that I can flashbang him. I have a couple. Okay, that didn't pull a pod either. Let's flashbang this guy. And then we're just going to lay down suppression while moving a bunch of soldiers into positions to flank and kill him next turn.
Good to go. Suppressing fire.
Sorry, dude. It's playing for the wrong side, though. I don't know how many guys I can actually get into flanking positions. This guy has a run and gun, unfortunately. Okay. It's going to take a 1% on my gunner every time. I would actually be uncomfortable if I thought that was truly a 1%, but I'm pretty sure it's a 0%. Let's make this move. Didn't pull anything. Okay, let's get everybody participating as much as possible.
Headed there now.
Actually, let's Okay. I think I can move this guy around this way. Alright, cool. Just do a little scan through the experience totals, see if anybody benefits more than others from the kill. Looks like I want to put it on the assault. I think that he'll just barely level off that. Okay, I'm going to trust him to deal 5. Thank you.
Everything by the numbers.
And it was just the 2 sectoid pods, it turns out. Alright, that was a fairly lengthy affair, but turned out to be a fairly light threat. 19 days on my Rocketeer, that's pretty rough. That was not that harsh a wound. On the other hand, everybody else is just fatigued, so that was a nice one. Finally starting to have some soldiers ready to go on missions in the barracks. Giorgio, I think I'm only going to go steadfast on 1 assault this campaign. So let's go close combat specialist with Giorgio. Yep. 528, 66. You know, close combat specialist doesn't really kick in until you're going on the exalt missions. Flush, I can put on a gunner or something. He's got too low will to really care about giving him steadfast, though. That seems backwards, I know, but the reason... So, it seems like you'd put steadfast on a low will soldier, but in actuality I want to put steadfast on a high will soldier because it gives him bonus will, and once you get up to like 80 will, you start being able to think about using particular side attacks on different guys. Whereas when you're at like 40 will, you just won't give your soldier that side attack. You'll never teach it to them. It doesn't matter. So I actually want to stack more will on the soldiers who are starting with high will, and just trust that this guy's going to be next to an officer with high enough will to stop him from panicking. I think I will give him close combat specialist, but again, it's going to be a little while before that becomes relevant. 528, 66 to 534, 68. Not a great level up. And Daniela, she's got pretty good aim. She's actually at below average aim, I guess, but that's because I give my gunners bad aim to start with. She got decent will as well. I don't know what to do with her. Let's build her up as a backline suppression threat. So I'm going to give her hollow targeting then. 537, 66 25, 45, 67. Okay, so she got minimum possible aim and hit point, but a very good will roll. I guess that supports my decision to make her a backline Scion support gunner sort of build. Again, all of the UFO bits were damaged. I think we've rolled as poorly as possible on that variance. But hey, the month's gone okay. I'm still $35 off being able to build an officer training school though. I suspect that we're at the point where we start needing that around about now. Maybe not. 17 days for Crenshaw, and then he'll need another mission still. Hicks needs one more mission, 9 days, so we need 14 days for him to start using officer stuff. Pretty much the same for Jorge. Although he's not going to be an officer, so why am I even talking about him? Yeah, we still have a little while before the officer training school is relevant, so no reason to sell stuff to build it at the moment. I guess there's nothing to do then. That could be the end of the month. Going to the start of the month with 2 Stingray missiles and 2 Avalanche missiles, I think makes sense. I think. Ooh, I wish I had one more interceptor. That may be what I end up spending money on. Let's check the alien resource levels. Research 26, bonus research is -84. They just have 1 research for every day that we've been playing until the bonus research gets above 0. Resources at 62. So it's going to be a low... Really? How can they must have another harvest to run then. Okay. There's my sniper back in duty. We have another aircraft. This is fine. I think... No, this is fine. I was thinking about switching my lieutenant to Stingrays and putting avalanches on one of the rookie pilots, but that's okay. Laiwola. So that's my strong assault. Unless I'm incorrect. No, that's the strong assault. Ready for action. Heavy UFO activity over Brazil. That's probably the last harvest mission, so their resources are going to spike off that. Yamamoto's back in duty. Who's Yamamoto? That's an engineer. Pretty soon. Here we go. This is my satellite uplink. There's actually no reason to launch immediately. It lets me promote my engineers and medics, but actually I should wait for 3 more days in case Canada gives us a council request for a satellite. There's just this minuscule chance. To make sure I don't accidentally fast forward past the end of the month, I'm going to build sawed-off shotguns. Yes! Look at those Sectoid Corps numbers ballooning up. Really happy to be able to get rid of those for some more scientists. I could build another motion tracker. I am going to need another.
Excavation complete.
Excavation is complete. I'm going to excavate again. Unlikely to need that straight away, but I would like to... Okay, there's absolutely no chance I'll need that anytime soon, actually. Never mind. That's just a waste until I'm building a power facility. Friendly's back on duty. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. At this point, I don't think we're getting a council request for that satellite. I'm just going to launch it. I'm afraid of like the month somehow ending. It's going over Canada instead of Mexico. Even though I'm losing $10 off it, the ability to get 2 will on my engineers and medics I think is preferable to me. Also, lowering the panic in Canada I think is nice, because I don't want the aliens to prioritize Canada next month for a terror mission. That would be pretty nasty to lose Canada and break up my North American continent bonus at this stage in the game. Incidentally, I don't know if I ever talked about this, but I had mentioned at the very start of this that Asia was amazing.
Boards are clear.
And they went ahead and grabbed an alien base in Australia, so that breaks up my Asian continent bonus. Unless I can reclaim that.
Satellite launched.
Okay, we're gonna get a good chunk of income at the beginning of next month. Might spend that on another interceptor straight away. I'm just really uncomfortable only having 5 available. Alright, sawed-off shotgun, council report. We could do some promoting in the barracks. Why not? At this point, I know what I want everybody to be, and I'm also ready to promote them because I have that Canadian satellite, right? I do immediately get the bonus, I'm pretty sure. Is there anywhere you can see what bonuses you have? I wonder.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team.
It seems like it would be a good thing to have. Anyway, let's go through the barracks and promote some soldiers. Hiroko Yamamoto. So I want Hiroko Yamamoto to be my first engineer. And engineers are going to have a ton of different roles. 433, 62. Expect the will to go up a lot. 543, 67. That was a level up. That was a hell of a level up. Alright, so let's look at what engineers can do. Sapper... Well... Okay, Sapper is pretty straightforward. It makes your grenades and mines do more damage and do more destruction to terrain. Sapper is going to be the typical choice early in the game. Possibly every engineer I get to Lance Corporal will take Sapper in this campaign, honestly. And if you go Sapper, you're looking at an engineer who's mostly chucking grenades to be effective. You can take heat warheads so that those grenades deal extra damage to mechanical units, or you could take like smoke and mirrors or ranger. Smoke and mirrors probably you're taking if you take smoke grenade. Then you go grenadier, smoke grenade, smoke and mirrors, maybe suppression, and you have this amazing dense smoke. Packmaster. Bombard. This amazing support grenade soldier. But probably what I'll be going is Sapper, heat warheads, so I can deal with like drones and seekers using grenades. Then grabbing repair, so that I have someone who can carry the arc thrower. I'll be getting engineers to sergeant right around when I start using arc throwers, probably. That's how the game progresses. And then almost all of my engineers will probably be bringing battle scanner. Just because you can't get it on classes other than scouts or engineers at this point. The scouts are sort of in the backlines. It's a little bit hard to have them use the battle scanners, and the engineers use consumables so much that they don't really have the equipment slot available for it. Typically battle scanner at tech sergeant, packmaster, extra conditioning, both good options at gunnery sergeant, probably bombard to get further grenade range at master sergeant. Hiroko Yamamoto was a good level up. Right, Aksinya Orlova, another engineer. 432, 61 to 537, 66, another pretty good level up, although lower on the will. Shomanan Surprija. I'm gonna be a medic. Now, medics are very weak early in the game. 434, 64 to 543, 67. Nice. It's really nice to see those will rolls go up, benefiting from the extra 2 from Canada. They're very weak at specialist. They're basically just a rookie with another consumable slot, which always has a medkit in it. And medkits are some of the weaker consumables. Slightly higher relevant stats, of course, from the specialist role. They start to become relevant at Lance Corporal when suppression kicks in. I just love suppression on medics. It's really nice to have a secondary source of suppression, and I don't really like taking suppression on my infantry. So typically it will go on the medic. The reason that I don't like it on my infantry very much is that my infantry tend to need to be stationary and shooting twice, taking advantage of executioner and the like, whereas the medic is a more flexible soldier, able to move and then do something. The medic gets +1 mobility when you lock in medic as well. I'm not sure if you noticed that, I certainly didn't mention it. And then medics get really strong at Tech Sergeant after taking Smoke and Mirrors, Smoke Grenade, and Dense Smoke. At that point they just have 2, even if they don't take Smoke Grenade as a consumable, they'll have 2 dense covers and a can on every mission. And then if you do put Smoke Grenades actually on their belt, they'll have like 4 or 6. Probably taking Sprinter at Gunnery Sergeant, and I tend to go for Packmaster like every time I can take it, but all of the Master Sergeant perks are really strong. Medics are very supportive soldiers. They don't deal a lot of damage. If you're bringing medics, you need strong sources of damage in your team, and that's one of the reasons that I'm making my infantry into such strong damage sources. Bringing a lot of scouts with hit and run is so that I can bring medics, and I think that that works out better than expecting everybody to do a bit of everything, to have some full-on defensive soldiers to support your full-on offensive soldiers. Latuli, another medic. Also, these medics are turning into scions later on in the game, for the most part. I may mech 1 or 2. Probably mech the ones with really, really low attribute rolls. 334.62 to 341.67. Okay, no hit point, but good other stuff. Chen Hao Yang, this is Sniper. 328.72 to 332.75. That was a poor level up and a poor aim roll, unfortunately, in a class defined by aim. Got another scout here, 527.68 to 532.70. That was a pretty poor level up as well. I guess it's easy for them to look poor after you've been leveling up engineers and medics who get a bonus too well. Amelie Roy was going to be a Rocketeer, right? Yeah. 332.67 to 340.71. It's a pretty good level up. I really hate the 3 base health on a Rocketeer. Unfortunately, I have a lot of Rocketeers with 3 hit points. Yeah, maybe I should have distributed my soldiers a little bit differently. Yeah, because Rocketeers need to be carrying rockets and scopes and stuff. They can't really afford to carry a ceramic plate. Hopefully I can just play safely with my Rocketeers and not expose them to fire at all. Tomas is my other sniper. 329.72 to 338.76. That was a pretty good level up. Okay. Olsen, we've got an infantry. 431.68 to 537.73. Really, 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 really good level up. Nice. Saraiva? Saraiva. What do you do? You're an infantry. Okay. 430.65 to 534.68. Not a bad level up at all. I'm liking getting these hit points. And Zombie. Another engineer. Okay, cool. 536.62 to 641.65. I'll take the hit point. Alright, so now you can see what we've gotten out of the month. We've got 2 medics, 4 infantry, and 3 of every other class. I feel really happy about that. I think that infantry are the most important to get going because they're your officers. and I think that medics are the least important to get going. So that's great. Unfortunately, all of my infantry are wounded, which is why I make scouts into officers. But whatever. Some of them will be back soon, right? Right? Sort of. Okay. I need to check alien resources again. 103. That's more like it. So that means we're going to be on resource level 2? Resource level 2 next month, I think is how the math works. Anyway, I'll talk about that at the beginning of next video, because we're going to finish this up with the council report.
Incoming transmission.
We are extremely impressed
All
with
right.
the progress of the XCOM project thus far, Commander. Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
Good work, team. So we lost Australia, but nobody else, which is no big surprise. You have to really screw stuff up to lose another country in March. In April, the Terra missions will hit, and that might change. What else is there? Note that all of these countries give, I believe it's 20% of their total funding, even when you don't have satellites over them. It must be 25%, actually. United States and Canada giving us a good chunk of change. All right. Hope you enjoyed March. I will see you next time for the beginning of April. See you guys.